History is usually told by the winners. But what happens when even the winners are afraid of what comes next? Israel, a nation born from the chaos of war, a land constantly fought over and always on edge. Some call it a miracle, others say it's a ticking time bomb. But how did Israel come to exist? And, more importantly, could we be watching the beginning of its collapse? Let's dive in. To understand Israel, we need to go back to the end of World War II. In 1947, the United Nations came up with a plan: split British-controlled Palestine into two states, one for Jews, one for Arabs. A bold move or a dangerous gamble? By 1948, Israel declared independence. The reaction? Immediate war. Within hours, armies from Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq attacked. They wanted to erase the new state before it even began. Yet, against the odds, Israel not only survived, it expanded its territory beyond the UN's original plan. How? Through military strategy, global Jewish support, and many believe, backing from superpowers like the United States. But there's more to the story. What if the creation of Israel wasn't just about giving Jews a safe place? What if it was also a way for global powers to secure control in the Middle East, one of the most oil-rich and strategically vital regions on Earth? And here's where things get even messier. One of the biggest reasons Israel was created: the Holocaust. During World War II, Adolf Hitler's Nazi regime killed 6 million Jews in a horrific genocide. Entire families vanished, communities destroyed. Survivors were left traumatized without a home. But here's the part no one likes to talk about. Even before Hitler's rise, anti-Semitism was widespread in Europe. Some Jewish leaders believed the only way to protect their people was to build a nation of their own, a vision called Zionism. Yet, when the war ended, the world's sympathy for Jewish suffering accelerated the push for a homeland. And behind closed doors, powerful nations saw an opportunity. Was the global response to the Holocaust purely humanitarian? Or was it also a calculated move to control the volatile Middle East? Israel's story isn't just modern, it stretches back thousands of years. The land known today as Israel was once home to ancient Hebrew tribes. According to the Bible, God promised this land to the descendants of Abraham. By the 10th century BCE, the Kingdom of Israel emerged, ruled by famous kings like David and Solomon. Jerusalem became its capital and the center of Jewish life. But empires came and went. Babylonians, Persians, Greeks, and Romans. Each left their mark, but one event changed everything. In 70 CE, Roman forces crushed a Jewish rebellion, destroyed the Second Temple, and scattered the Jewish people across the world, a period known as the diaspora. For centuries, Jewish communities lived in exile, but the dream of returning to their homeland never faded. And centuries later, that ancient longing became a modern political movement. Here's a question: was Israel always meant to be in the Middle East? When the Zionist movement officially began in 1897, its goal was to establish a Jewish homeland. But Palestine wasn't the only option on the table. In 1903, the British government even proposed giving part of Uganda to Jewish settlers. Other plans considered Argentina and even parts of the United States. So why insist on Palestine? Was it really about religious and historical ties? Or did the region's oil and strategic position make it too valuable to ignore? Some conspiracy theories suggest that powerful elites used the chaos of 2 world wars to reshape the global map, turning the Holy Land into a geopolitical chess piece. Wild theory or hidden truth? Since its creation, Israel has been in a constant state of conflict. Its military, known as the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, is one of the most advanced in the world. Its intelligence agency, Mossad, has a reputation for bold and covert operations. But power comes with a price. The Six-Day War in 1967 was a turning point. Israel faced off against Egypt, Syria, and Jordan. And in just 6 days, it captured the West Bank, Gaza Strip, East Jerusalem, and the Golan Heights. Victory brought security, but also controversy. These occupied territories became a symbol of Palestinian struggle and international debate. And the cracks began to show: political infighting, deep divisions between religious and secular groups, and the constant threat of conflict. How long can a nation live under siege? Fast forward to today. Israel is a global tech powerhouse, but its problems are far from over. Internal divisions are growing. Tensions between Jewish and Arab citizens continue to rise. And beyond its borders, old enemies are getting stronger. There's also the demographic time bomb. Palestinians in the West Bank and Gaza are rapidly increasing in number. Many experts warn that if current trends continue, Jewish Israelis could one day be a minority. And here's the chilling question: if Israel can't remain a Jewish majority state, will it survive as Israel at all? In the Muslim world, some believe that Israel's collapse is not just a possibility, it's inevitable. Certain interpretations of Islamic prophecy speak of a time when tyrannical regimes will fall and justice will be restored. For many, Israel represents a symbol of oppression, and as tensions escalate, these beliefs only grow stronger. Spiritual warning or self-fulfilling prophecy? So, what do you think? Is Israel a permanent fortress destined to last forever? Or are we watching the slow unraveling of a nation caught between its past and an uncertain future? History is still being written, but one question lingers: when the dust settles, what will be left? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to explore more mysteries of history and the hidden forces shaping our world, subscribe to Chronomancer, because sometimes the past isn't as distant as it seems.